Ubiest of the tubiest. That's you. I'm 50 plus. Today, I've been sitting and my truck hasn't moved in 2.5 days. I have been 50 hours and 45 minutes on the sleeper. So, needless to say, I've had a 34 reset. I damn near have two 34 resets by the time I leave. Well, actually, that's not true. Tomorrow at about 1:30, the 13:30, I'm going to pull out of here. So, anyways, this holiday, New Year thing will be over, and we can get back to running and get back to making some money. Let that part be behind us and keep moving, okay? Andrea asked me a question. One of our subscribers asked me, there was a series of questions about equipment. So when you get out of orientation, well, actually, not orientation, off your mentor's truck. I'm going off of what the question she's asking me, because it has something to do with you getting assigned your truck. Okay, Swift is going to once you get done with the mentor, assign you a truck, and the truck, can be anywhere. They're just gonna put you on a bus or put you on a plane or whatever and fly you to your vehicle. Okay, the truck I got was not in the state that I upgraded in Lancaster, and I went to Kentucky to get this truck. So, and I flew. They only put you on a give you a bus ticket. That's what they offered me, but I didn't know. I ain't fixing to be riding no bus all now. So I still have flight benefits with Southwest Airlines, so I flew. Okay, but you don't know what you're gonna get. Okay, and another subscriber asked me about that too. You don't know what you're gonna get. I can give you some parameters. Okay, the chances of you getting a manual transmission is not very good at all, because majority of the manual transmissions, Swift is getting rid of them, and the newer trucks that are coming in are automatic. So you're gonna have to specifically say you want a manual transmission, because more likely than not you're gonna get an automatic. Okay, you won't get anything older than a 2016, and you could get a new one. If you are teen, you will get a new one. And don't fret about getting a 2016 with a piece. You're not going to get a piece. They're just not going to give you one. They're going to give you a truck that's going to work well. I mean, what's the possibilities of you getting a truck that's going to break down? I mean, it can happen. This truck I'm driving 2019 don't mean that it's not going to break down, because I can tell you right now, all the years that I worked for luxury car dealerships, I've pushed $100,000 cars off the delivery truck. If you remember when Lexus came out with the LS 430s, those cars were the first ones that parked themselves. You remember those cars? They would back up and parallel park themselves. That's the first car on the market that ever did it. Okay, those cars from the factory had a defect in them. So when you went to the dealership to buy one, you could only drive the demo, and then you would pick the car out in the lot that you wanted. And after you sign the paperwork and bought that car, you couldn't take it home because we had to take that car in the shop and put a brand new transmission in it before you could leave. That's a fact. We had transmission stacks, so how they had to rent a forklift to bring them in there to stack them up. That's a fact. $100,000 car. So yeah, and that's not the only one. I worked for Jaguar, and I PDI'd a Jaguar, which means I took all the plastic off of it, put all the fuses and everything, got the car ready to go. But Jag did not allow the technicians to drive new cars off of the parking lot. And the way the dealership was designed, you had to drive the car on top of the building, and there was a storage on the roof of the building, and that's also where they did the detail of those cars, right? So I drove the car, I parked it up on the roof, and then I walked back down the ramp and got to the ground. By the time I got to the bottom, that some bitch was on top of the building on fire. That just because the shit is new, don't mean it's gonna run forever. This is a fact. I'm just telling you some shit that's true. Okay, so don't try about getting a truck that's 2016. You know, that don't necessarily mean you got a lemon. Okay, so they're gonna send you. Okay, this is really what happens. These trucks are terminal oriented. Okay, so this truck that I'm in was a Salt Lake truck, and that's where I'm based out of Salt Lake. Even though I don't live in Salt Lake, that's where my home terminal is, and I have that because I wanted a specific driver manager, and that driver manager work out of Salt Lake. So that's how. So what they do is they look up, they look, and they find an available truck that is their truck, the Salt Lake truck. And it just so happens that, I had to go over there and get it. But it was a 2019. I had some other parameters that allowed me to get a 2019. So that I'm not going to discuss. That's not. That shit don't need to be at that. But anyway, don't mean that you're not going to get a 2019, okay? Because you don't have those parameters. It is what it is. So wherever terminal that you're out of, the trucks that they have available assigned to that terminal is the pool of trucks that you're going to choose from, okay? So if you're not comfortable with a manual transmission, then they won't find a truck they're going to find you an automatic. Okay, if you were a non-smoker, then they're going to try to find you one that hadn't been smoked in. Not saying that that's going to happen, but they're going to try because they don't know. By the time you show up, then the truck's been, the person that's been driving smoked like a freight train, and you just can't handle it, and just let them know, and they're going to find you another one. Preferably in that same spot so they don't have to keep shipping your body around. They won't do that. They can't keep getting you on buses until you find something that you like. I mean, that's not how it works. So they try to match you up and then send you to that truck, okay? So when you get there, if there's nothing wrong with it, then that's yours. And you're going to be in it until you find that something that's not right with it. They can reassign you to another truck, and, if for some reason, the truck that you got just don't work for you. Swift's got a bunch of them, so they can work with you there. But going to state to state to state to state, basically going to a different state to pick up your truck is a very common thing. I did it. It's a very common thing. So after you get out of your mentor's truck, you can ask for home time because you would have been gone 4 to 5 weeks. So you can ask for home time. The question was, how much time you have to get your stuff together before you go get on the truck. Okay? Not how much time you need, but you don't want to take a lot of time off. Okay, just a couple of days, just go home and get what you need. Now, keep in mind, this is what happened to me. And well, it may be a little bit. I've never been on a bus that went that long. It's been a long, many years since I've been on a bus that transport like that. So, I don't know what the regulations is, but you got to be kind of careful because there are some things that you can't take on an airplane. So when I went home, there was a lot of things that I wanted to take with me, to the truck, but I couldn't because there's a limited amount of stuff I can take. Okay, so I took like 3 bags, on the plane, and then, then I took it to the truck, and the day I got the truck, I bobtailed to Walmart and purchased stuff that I couldn't bring onto the plane. So they trip on you, man. You can't bring like mouthwash and liquid stuff like that. Your pills and shit. I don't know, man. They just trip on things that you can and can't take on an airplane. So, and then, you can't take but so many bags to check. I mean, you're not gonna make all of everything you want to put in this truck. You're not gonna go home, put it in suitcases and shit, and put it on a bus or put it on a plane and go to the whatever state that you're going in to pick up your truck, and then put all your stuff into that truck and it be the way you want it right then. It don't work that way. But you're gonna take the clothes that you need and your bare necessities that you need to the truck, and take cash, and then bobtail to the convenience store. What not convenience store? Don't go to that convenience store, but go Walmart or wherever you're gonna go to buy the things you want or things you need to survive in the truck. Okay, so that happens after the fact. So going home to get all of that stuff is not necessarily what you're going home for. You're just going home to spend a little time with the family, Okay. So once you get in the truck, you'll get a feel of what's comfortable in there, what you may need, and go get the rest of the stuff you want, and maybe a day later you'll be ready to go. So you're gonna send a message to your Qualcomm, and they have to still assign you to that truck. Whenever you get off your rental truck and they tell you this is the truck you're going to, they're not gonna assign you specifically to that truck until they're sure that it's gonna work for you when you get there. But then it takes them about 30 minutes or something for the Qualcomm to update with your information on it. Then you assign to that truck and you're ready to go. And then you tell them when your first load is going to be and when you want to start, and then they send you a load and you're ready to go. Okay. You're going to need these a lock set, and they don't provide it for you. It's $80. They take it out of your check. You own it, and it's a lock that you put on the trailer to secure it, and it's got a big one that goes under the fifth wheel, so that nobody can tow the trailer away when you're not connected to it. It's $80 for that. But load locks and chains and all of that stuff is going to be already on the truck for you. If it's not there, they will provide those things for you. Okay. By the way, let's talk a little bit about equipment. When I picked this trailer up that I'm pulling right now, I picked this trailer up and it was a preloaded when I got there. When I pre-tripped the trailer, I found that 4 tires were flat down to the cord. Down to the cord. Somebody drug the trailer. They had the trailer brake on and drug that son bitch until it was no more cord, with no more tread on it. So I had to take time, drive to Lancaster. I was in Dallas, but I had to drive Lancaster on 22 miles to the Swift terminal so they put tires on it. The person who drug that trailer, they knew they drug that goddamn trailer, and they knew they fucked them tires up. Oh, I said, this is the first, so I got to curtail the F-bombs, okay? But that did kind of piss me off, because they could have avoided that. And if somebody wasn't paying attention, they could have got in the trailer, or not necessarily paying attention, but if the truck would have been parked, the trailer would have been parked on top of them flat spots, they would have never seen them. I gotta have it. I pull the truck up, the trailer, and pull up, get out and check the tires again, because I don't want a flat spot issue. I know that there can be a spot where you can't see, so I pull up and get out and look at the tires again, and then get on about my destination. But just note that everybody don't take care of everything right, okay? Other people pull that trailer. Other people would have been in the truck that you're in, that you're about to get in, unless it's brand new. So go through it really well, and they will go through the equipment with you. Whoever's over the assignment of the tractors, we're at 16 minutes. Okay, well, I got to hear them get done. But whoever at the terminal is over tractor assignments, they're gonna go through the truck with you. They're gonna make sure everything works. They're gonna write down any scratches, dents. You can say, hey, don't forget to write this down also. Okay, so that kind of covers your ass a little bit as far as the type of equipment you get. But everybody don't take care of stuff. So whenever you get your truck, make sure that everything works, and if it ain't, you need to make sure that it gets checked, and you need to make sure that it gets signed off that there was damage before you got it. Okay? In the case of my trailer tires, obviously I didn't do that. I'm picking the trailer up, bringing it with the tires on it. But I just pulled in there, took them an hour, they put 4 tires on there, and I was on my way. So no harm, no foul. Same thing, anything go wrong with this truck, I just take it up there and say, hey, get on it. And they fix it. It's coming truck, but take care of it so you're good. Okay? All right, 17 minutes. I hope I answered Andrea's question, and I hope there was some information that you guys can use when you're ready to upgrade. Have fun. I know some of my subscribers are going through it right now. I'm glad for you. As quite a few have jumped on and coming to give Swift an opportunity, and I'm telling you, you won't regret it. I haven't regretted a minute of it. So I've gotten frustrated a little bit about little bitty things, but they're all little bitty, and some shit I probably don't even need to be getting frustrated about. So I welcome aboard. Y'all come have some of this money. Come get it. See you when I see you. Yeah.